Hi, Nosi. How are you? And compliments of the season to you.
Hi, Sid. I'm good. How are you? And compliments of the season to you. I'm excited about 2026.
Yeah, likewise. I was actually looking forward to catching up with you because I really enjoyed our first chat. And then, yeah, let's get the questions rolling. So, since we last spoke, what moments or milestones have stood out for you personally or was Mzanzi Queer Radio?
Since we last spoke, one of the things that I'm seeing is that our listenership is actually growing from urban into rural areas. Because I've
Okay.
had, or as a team and ourselves also have interviewed people from
Hmm.
other places, especially rural areas, and immediately that happens, that brings attention to the
Hmm.
radio station itself. So it's actually been a great thing to learn that actually other people besides the urban and central areas are actually listening to Mzanzi Queer Radio, which is the biggest milestone ever for 2025. I'm just hoping in 2026 it shall even grow bigger than before. I mean, that's what we work for. And personally, I think that pushing the thing of attending prides and all the queer activities, put us on the map. We are recognized. People see us. People see our work. People approach us. So I'll say that's great work.
Yeah, that's awesome. How has the community around Mzanzi Queer Radio evolved recently, and what has surprised you the most?
What I see with the community right now is that they are more interactive. The listeners
Okay.
now are checking in, finding out the content. They're actually commenting on the shows. And also, we have people who are coming through who'd like to actually share their own stories. And some would like to join to show off their content, which is great. It means that the community is actually getting what we are doing, and somehow they are getting involved, or actually we are trying hard to get us and the community working together, because they are reaching out and we cannot say no. We are about the community.
That's cool. What lessons have you learned lately as a founder that you wish you had known when you started?
Um, the lesson that I learned is that sustainability matters a lot. You know,
Okay.
at the start, I thought enthusiasm will be the one that pushes me to carry the platform, but I realized the importance of securing systems, resources, and pacing myself to avoid the burnout, because if you are going to be pushing something like this, you need to be in the right state of mind,
Yeah.
mentally and physically.
Okay. Have there been any stories shared on the platform that deeply moved or challenged you recently?
Actually, there is.
Hmm.
We are actually in talks with the person right now because they want to make their story bigger.
Okay.
It's a trans woman who actually confirmed that now they are ready to transition. They have been in the closet and it was very hard for them to transition because of the family background and the community they live in, but now they are actually very ready to go and start the process because they know who they are and they want to become who they want to become. And actually, we thought it would be a great story to share on Mzanzi Queer Radio. And as we speak, she is writing the story and narrate it in a way that she would like Mzanzi Queer Radio to share it with the community.
All right. I have a question for you in the live comments. Are you okay if I open it to you now?
Yes, you can.
All right. This is from Jitin Reshika. Hi, Nosi. You are a winner. How would you win the confidence of the masses in terms of airing your voice on LGBTQ?
LGBTQ.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
LGBTQ, sorry.
Um,
Hmm.
so how will I win the confidence of the masses? I
Hmm.
believe that people have stories to share, and
Hmm.
usually people are not themselves because they want to either please the family, please the community, or be seen like somebody who can be loved. But with Mzanzi Queer Radio, we are saying people should be themselves. The LGBTQ plus community should come out as they are, should come tell their stories as they are. That's the only way the community is going to actually understand us. We can't come out as somebody else. We can't try to be something that we are not. How I'm going to win everybody's confidence is by saying, people, we now need to be ourselves. We just need to stop looking at all the material stuff, all the stuff that are happening in the world that actually seems like it's causing a lot of depression because people want to live up instead of living for themselves. So I say, show up as yourself. Why not? Here's Nosi today, no makeup, nothing. She showed up as herself. Why? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's true. How do you currently balance creativity, leadership, and self-care in your journey?
I balance by setting boundaries, carving time out to create and brainstorm, separate it from the administrative work. And also, the most important thing is prioritizing rest. Because if I am not rested, I won't be able to do the job. Leadership means being present for others, but self-care ensures I can sustain the presence in that leadership. I'm not just going to be there giving and in a hazy. You need to be there. You need to know where you're going. When you implement, you need to know the results. So yes, that's how I balance.
All right. What conversations do you feel the queer community in South Africa is ready to have right now?
I feel the queer community in South Africa is ready to have deeper conversations about intersectionality, how race, class, and geography shape queer experiences differently. There's also growing openness to discuss mental health and healing within the queer space, So I feel like if we can be open to this, we will go far.
Yeah, that's true. Looking back, how has this journey reshaped your understanding of your own voice and purpose?
The journey has reshaped my understanding of my voice. I used to see it as a personal expression, as I need to be seen, people need to hear my voice, Nosi has something to say. But now I actually see it as a tool for collective empowerment because now we are working together, we are coming together, and our voice together actually makes more volume than when it's just Nosi alone. I believe that my purpose is bigger because it does feel bigger. It's about amplifying others, not just keeping it to myself.
That's cool. All right. What new skills or ideas are you personally exploring at the moment?
Well, I am currently exploring the digital archiving, how to preserve queer stories. For example, right now, actually, Mzanzi Queer Radio is currently busy with audio stories. I think I told you about it. So we have actually done recording of the Mzanzi Queer Radio audio stories, and it's currently in edit, and it will soon be airing on air. So that's something new for me that I'm learning because it involves technicality, it involves actresses, it involves a script, it involves a lot of things, and I am learning. I feel like I'm learning theater behind the mic, if you know what I mean. So it is something new that I am currently learning, and it's gonna give us queer stories. So, for example, the story that I spoke about the trans woman who's gonna be telling their story, if they narrate it in a way that we can make it a story, that's the type of archives I'm planning to do right now. We're gonna continue with queer audio stories on Mzanzi Queer Radio that's gonna be playing every Sunday. Soon we shall be sharing all the information about it. I am so excited. I'm looking forward to it.
That sounds cool. What excites you most about the future of queer digital media in South Africa?
Well, queer digital media as a force for cultural change. That's actually what most excites me, the rise of it, the rise of queer digital media as a force for cultural change. I see a future where queer creators aren't just included, but are leading innovation in South Africa. I mean, before
Hmm.
we would hear about queer people from
Hmm.
somebody who didn't even see them, who was told by somebody who saw them. You get what I'm saying? Now it is all in our faces. I mean, it is on Facebook, it is on social media, it is on Instagram. Queer people are doing their things, and there is no way you're gonna miss them. So when it comes to digital media, those social media platforms, it gives them the platform to be seen on what they can do. Because I know other big radio stations right now that actually have a lot of queer presenters. And
Hmm.
that's what we would love to see Mzanzi Queer Radio presenters going to.
All right, awesome. Finally, if you could pause for a moment and speak to your younger self
Sorry
today,
about that.
what would you say?
What I'd tell my younger self is your voice is valid. Don't wait
Mhm.
for permission to use it. The fear you feel now will one day become the fuel that drives you to build something bigger than you imagined.
Wow, all right, nice, short and sweet. All right, all I gotta
Yes.
say is thanks so much for your time, and I hope to catch up with you during the year.
Oh, yes. And also, I hope you're going to catch up with Mzanzi Queer Radio team also before you catch up with me. I'll really appreciate. Thank you.
Sure.